Good evening, everyone. My name is Julian Silva, and today's video is going to be about how to be a successful reseller. Without further ado, let's get started. My credentials: I used to be a reseller for about 2 years. I ended up stopping because I needed to take a break. I was doing a lot, and it ended up getting in the way of stuff like my school. So I put it to the side, but I do plan on returning back to that in the near future. Without further ado, let's get started. To sell shoes, there are 2 ways to do this. Let's talk about method number 1. Method number 1 is easier if you have less capital or you are a new reseller. What you're going to do, you're going to download some of the following apps. I recommend downloading them all. OfferUp, LetGo, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Market. All those apps. What you're going to do is you're going to type in shoes. Shoes that sell a lot are things like Jordans and Yeezys, things like that. Shoes that seem to have more hype. Shoes that are in less supply, higher demand, are obviously going to be better when it comes to reselling shoes, as people naturally want what they cannot have. Any shoe that looks good or good colorways that has a limited supply and a lot of demand is going to sell out every single time. That's just how people work. They want what they can't have. So what you're going to do is you're going to look up used pairs of these shoes that you know are worth a lot. To see if to see if a shoe is worth a lot, you are going to download an app. This app is called StockX or GOAT. You're going to find the shoe. If you don't know the name of the shoe, you're just going to look up the color. Eventually, with some scrolling, you'll find the shoe. The shoe is going to kind of have like a stock price. That's why it's called StockX. It's going to tell you its original retail value, so what Nike, Adidas, whatever the brand is, sold it for originally, and then you're gonna see a resale price of what that shoes market is currently in the market. So let's say I have a pair of Yeezys. They were $150, but now the retail is $600. You can see that this is what originally it was selling for. It's sold out, and now people with the shoe see that there's a demand for it, and they are now selling it for this new price of $600. So what you're going to do, you're going to find a used pair of shoes. You are going to, and again, there are 2 methods to this part, clean up the shoe. You can be like me. I prefer to buy a professional shoe cleaning kit. It comes with a soft bristle brush. There are 2 different types of soap to use. One is for suede shoes and one is for things like leather or any other type of material. And it's going to come with a little bowl, and it's going to come with a little thing where you can mix the solution all together. These will run you about $15. If you really want to buy a really expensive one, I've seen some that come up to like $70, but this is one of those things where that spending money is going to eventually make you more money later on. So it's always an investment. It's never really coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of your shoe fund's pockets. So after you find a shoe that has some value, you're going to take it home. You're going to clean it up. Clean. This itself can make a shoe's condition go from something like a 4 to like a 6, 6.5 automatically out the bat, just cleaning it. If I have a pair of all white Air Force Ones, but now they seem like they're more brown or beige, clean them up, they're white again. They're going to already get some of their value back and go back up. That is very important, and that is what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people just want to sell their shoes. Like, let's say I just want to get rid of my shoes to get some quick cash. They're just going to sell it how it is. But if they take 5 minutes out of their day, clean it, they're going to get way much of a better return. So that is what I recommend doing, is you're going to go home and you're going to clean it with either detergent and something like a toothbrush, or you're going to buy the actual kit with a brush and a bristle and the actual formula itself to clean the shoes. After that is also very important key part. In the beginning, if you don't have any, I do recommend buying what is called shoe trees. Pretend this is a shoe. You insert it. It's going to make the shoe retain its whole or its structure and its original shape. Let's say I have a shoe and it's all crushed. What I want to do is I want to put the thing up, keep it in there, and it'll hold against the walls inside of the shoe up to like the sole and toe box, and it'll help it stay and go back to its original shape over time. Maybe over the course of like the night, put them in, fall asleep, You'll wake up, take out the shoe trees. Your shoes are going to have better shape than they did the night before. Invest in those. If you don't have those, you can use something like socks. Socks are really good. If they're bunged up the way they're supposed to be, put 2 or 3 inside of them. Bam, just like that. Next is the very important part. You are going to download a social media of your choosing. I recommend Facebook and Instagram. I mostly use Instagram, but I did get some hits on Facebook. What you're going to do is you're going to find a pretty scenery, whether that's your bathroom, your backyard, your front yard, the park. I used to use my steps in the front of my house. Bench, cool tree, the sky, whatever. Find a background, take good pictures. This itself is the most important part of getting people to see your shoes. You might have the best pair of shoes, but if they're in some really dark lighting and they don't look like you care about the pictures at all, no one's going to want to buy them. You put your pictures in some good lighting and find a good background, people are going to fall in love and they're going to want to buy that shoe. That's what you're going to do. I remember I had a pair of green shoes. They were the Kobe 6's Grinches. I used my TV. I have a big screen right there. I searched up the Grinch in green and red letters. Those are around Christmas time. Put on my decorations. I put the shoe under that and it showed the Grinch. I posted that on Instagram. Immediately got offers and offers and offers and offers. And that was one of the highest selling shoes I had ever sold. So find a good background. Make sure you're smart about it. Think before you just post. I know you just want to post and sell your shoes. Think, what's going to make my shoes pop out, stand out, and make people want to buy my shoe more than someone else's shoes? Method 2 is buying new shoes. Buying new shoes is a little bit harder. What you're going to do is you're going to download stuff like the Foot Locker app, the sneakers, the Nike sneakers app, the Nike app, and the Adidas app. You're going to download all these apps. These apps, they do kind of involve some luck. But what you're going to do, you're going to enter all these raffles, and whenever a nice shoe comes out, you're going to enter these. The more you do that, the higher your chance of getting an actual shoe is. I personally did this a lot. I was doing this for weeks. I would do this every day, study the market. I started hitting. Bam! I was getting shoes sent to my house like every other day. That is perfect because that eliminates the need for me to clean the shoes and for me to restuff to fix the structure of the shoe because it's already pristine. Once you get them in hand, you are going to just immediately find a good background. And you're going to sell them, or you're going to post them, and you're going to sell them. I remember I had this one pair of shoes. They are called the Yeezy Foam Runners. If you were aware what Crocs are, Crocs are like those styrofoamy shoes. Really comfortable. People wear them instead of like sandals. I hit on the Adidas app early in the morning. I think it was like 7:30 in the morning. Woke up at like 6 to get them. I hit on them. They came to my house. I paid $72. I sold them for like $440. Whenever they came like the week later to some lady in my neighborhood. Easy, easy, easy. The more you put yourself out there and the more these apps see that you're not a bot and you actually want the shoes, the more likely they are to give it to you. So either buy used, clean them up, sell them, or establish yourself with these apps, get new shoes, make sure they're worth something, and post them on things like OfferUp, eBay, find a buyer, sell them. But remember, it's all about how you market your product and market yourself. It's not always about the shoes. Thanks, guys. Stay safe. Have a good one. Later.